bit of background on myself. I'm a former school teacher. I taught sixth grade. In 2004, I started. I left that field in 2010, and I began working with the elderly population, which is what I'm doing now. In addition to starting my business with World Financial Group. This opportunity was brought to me by a coworker. I'm glad that she did present me with this opportunity because for years, one of my strong points and one of my desires was to help people. And, thanks to, World Financial Group and the financial literacy campaign that undergirds the firm, basically allows me the opportunity to help many individuals and many families with financial tools, financial literacy, and a means to not only make and grow, but to also protect their wealth. One of my, not one of my senior marketing director, Odetta King, who will be speaking very soon, has really taught me a lot since I came on board. I recently became licensed as an insurance producer, and that will allow me to really help families, especially in my community, which is really something that is very much needed. Yes, so I'm very excited. I'm very excited that I have my license. I'm very excited that I'm not only sharing the tools, but I'm also a recipient of the very tools that you'll be hearing about, the products rather that you'll be hearing about. So with that being said, I would like to just hand this over to Ms. Odetta King. Thank you again, everyone, for coming out. And I hope that you find something worthwhile holding on to. Thank you.
Welcome everyone on this Saturday, rainy day in New York City. Hope wherever you guys are, it is sunshine, but nevertheless, it's always a great day to share this financial information with all of you. If any of you follow me on social, right? Social, let's go with facebook.com/Odetta King. Go ahead and share the live that I'm streaming from as we speak, so we can have more people learn about this opportunity. This is information that is not readily accessible to everyone. And if it is, those who know it, they keep it to themselves, but we want to make sure that everybody knows it and share it. So Richard, as some of you just heard, he is actually one of our newest licensed agents. He studied for his license. He's a licensed producer in the state of New Jersey, and that license is powerful. That license allows us to sit with families across the United States and help families, with their finance, because a lot of people don't really know what they don't know. And so I want to thank you guys all for coming on today. And so what I'm going to talk to you about is really who we are, what we do, how we help families. And now that Richard has gotten his license, what are some of the things that he'll be able to share with his customers, with his friends, with his colleagues, with his coworkers, with his family. And if this is something that piques your curiosity and you want to also get involved, like I said, this is something that all hands on deck. Everybody needs to know this information, right? So let me. So who am I? My name is Odetta King. I've been doing this for about, I want to say August will be 6 years. Love it. I started in the industry just like many people, just wanted to better my finances, even though I had saved up about $100,000, and that money was sitting in the wrong place. It was not working for me, right? So fast forward, today I've helped over 1,000 families, and we have about 30 licensed agents that are all across the US. And our goal is to expand that to 100 licensed agents, because the more licensed agents we have, we can obviously reach more people. I just want to give a shout out to a couple of you that I see on the line, and also those of you that are on Facebook. I see you, but I can't really look over there. So if you want to see my screen, you're going to have to go to odetaking.com/health and wealth and register for the webinar so you can see the Zoom screen. Okay. So guys, there is a big need for what we do, right? These are some of the current challenge. There is a huge financial education need. I myself, as a professor, I've been teaching for about 12 years, and I can tell you this is not something that you're going to hear in school. I'm a proud alumni of NYU, and again, I'm going to tell you, this is not something that you're going to learn at university level, even if you graduate with a financial degree. So today we're sharing personal finance. So the need, 12.4, right? 12.4 billion. And can everybody mute their line? Just to make sure everybody mutes their line, please just click on the microphone and mute your line. 12.4 billion are in excess fees that's being paid to the banks. It's being paid to the banks, right? Americans paid over 12.4 billion with a B. And that's an accumulation of bounce checks, overdraft fees. So we're already paying for stuff that we don't even have, because now we get charged in fees, right? Also, there's help for the wealthy, right? JP Morgan Chase, Charles Schwab, Merrill Lynch, Fidelity, all these big companies, they're not going to help you if you have, unless $250,000 and above, right? The information that person is going to get versus somebody who has $10,000 in the bank is two sets of different information. So we find that there's help for the wealthy, but what about the average person that has $100, $200, $500 to save? Where's the help for them? Thirdly, statistics shows 63% of Americans can't afford an emergency to cover $500. So that's a problem too. We need to make more money. And then there's also a lack of advisors. The average age for financial advisors is 55 years old. They're on their way out. They're on their way out. They're done. They're ready to retire. And 74% of us want to work with purpose. Guys, I don't even feel like I'm working. I will never, ever retire from this business because I don't feel like I'm working, right? 74% of us want a career they feel matters. There's a lot of people going to their job and they hate it, but they got to go because they need that paycheck. So we know that there's a need for education. It's ironic that we live in the wealthiest country in the world, but yet still we have so much money problem. There's two types of families. Family A, that's the majority of America, 95%. They have a retirement crisis because number one, they're not saving enough. Number two, they're saving the money in the wrong bucket, which you'll find out later, right? And there's an education crisis. I see this firsthand being a professor. My students are graduating. Before they even graduate, they're already in debt, first and second year. And then, of course, there's a spending crisis. We spend more than we make. So that's family A, right? And so now debt becomes a way of life. But what about family B? That's the 5% of wealthy America. They understand you got to pay yourself first. They understand that they have to save for their retirements and they know where to save for their retirement. They understand that it's super important to start saving for their kids' education from birth, even if the child don't want to go to school. And they understand proper protection. What does that mean? Right? So we want to move people from family A to family B. what wealthy is. Because most people don't plan to fail, but they sure are going to fail because you do not know what you do not know. And this is why we do these webinars, right? We want to educate the public. So let's talk about the 3 rules of money. Did you guys know that money has rules? Yes, they do. My favorite uncle, Uncle Albert Einstein, created this first rule that says, we got to know how many years your money is going to take to double. That's the rule of 72. Wherever you're saving, investing, or parking your money right now, take 72 divided by the interest. That will give you the number of years your money will take to double, okay? So let's take an example, 4%. 72 divided by 4 is 18 years. You have a newborn baby today. You have $10,000 put away for him, earning 4%. When he's 18, it doubles to 20. When he's 36, it doubles to 40. I'm sorry, but I can't even pay for college. What if you're getting 12%? Let's go to the far right. Same baby today. You got $10,000 saved somewhere for him, but it's earning 12%. It's going to double every 6 years, right? So you guys that follow me on social, you know, I talk a lot about setting up millionaire babies, right? This is one of the strategies. Knowing where to put your money to get a higher interest. So by the time your child is a certain age, they are a tax-free millionaire. So now here you have 2 parents. Both of them saved $10,000. One child is going to end up with $40,000. The other child is going to end up with $640,000. All because they knew where to put their money to get 12%. That's the first rule. You got to get your money to compound. If your money is not stacking, you're dropping it, right? You're dropping it. The difference between 10,000 at 4% and 12% is a whopping 600,000. Guys, did you know that the average 401k is not even half of 600,000? So knowledge is not powerful unless it is applied. Some people may know stuff, but are they actually applying it? That's why we do these webinars, to educate the public. So the second rule to money is my second favorite uncle, which everybody hates, by the way, Benjamin Franklin. He's a tax guy. And because he's a tax guy, nobody likes paying taxes. But what if I tell you, if you know what we know, you could win the money game with taxes. So let's look at these 3 buckets. Tax now, this is where majority of everybody is. They got their checking, savings, CD, stocks, mutual fund. It's in the tax now bracket. What does that mean? You get paid from your job, you pay tax. You put the money in here, it grows, you pay tax. Every year the money grows, you pay tax. What about the folks that have a job and they have a 401k, 403b, IRA, SEP, IRA, annuity, and pension? Well, here they got you real good because here Uncle Sam is giving you a break and you think it's a good break. He said, don't pay the tax now. I got you. Don't pay the tax now. Do not pay the tax now. Pay it later. But later is going to be greater. Later is going to be greater. Because when your money in your 401k grows, you're going to pay more taxes. You're going to pay more taxes. You don't know how much you're going to get to keep. You don't even know how much taxes will be next year, next 5 years, next 10 years. But you're growing your money in an account where you have no control over how much of it will get taxed. That's a problem, right? That's like you saying, okay, Odetta, I read your first book. If you ain't stacking, you drop in. And I want to borrow $50,000. And I said, I got you, girlfriend. You my friend. I'm going to lend you this $50,000. And you know what? Don't worry about how much interest. I'll just charge you whenever you're ready to come pay me back. Would anybody ever borrow money without knowing how much they're going to pay in interest? The answer is no. But this is what we're doing. We have no idea how much taxes will be in the future. And we're stockpiling a lot of money in an account where the government decides how much it's going to give you of your own hard-working money. Does that sound fair? No, it does not, right? It does not. Now, what about tax advantage? Again, this is where the wealthy are. This is where people who are financially educated, and again, this is why we do these webinars, to educate the public. You want to know where to put your money to legally minimize your taxes. And those accounts are Roth, 529 college saving, executive bonus, long-term care, cash value life insurance. Now, don't say, oh, Dad, I got one of those, so I'm good. No, pump your brakes. Get in touch with the person who invited you, because we cannot go through everything on this webinar. So get in touch with the person who invited you, right? So we could go through the pros and cons based on which one you have, because they all have pros and cons. The good thing is that at least they're on the tax advantage side. So now ask yourself, where do you put your money? Now that you know better, where do you have your money? Do you have it in a tax now account, a tax later account, or a tax advantage account? Let me recap. Tax now, you pay tax all the way. You pay tax when you get paid. You pay tax when the money grows. And every time the money grows in these accounts, you pay taxes every year. Tax later, you have no idea how much tax is going to be in the future. None. So are you in control of your future? Not at all. Not at all. Tax advantage, that's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. But which one of those tax advantage accounts do you have? Because like I said, they all have pros and cons. I personally have cash value life insurance, right? And you're going to learn why. Third rule, your investment options. Everybody wants to invest, but they have no idea what they're doing. They're following stock tips, what they see on TikTok, what somebody told them at their job, what some coworker said you should do. And that might work for some time, but they also are losing some time. So let's talk about the 3 areas of your investment. Options are fixed account. This is most likely you're putting your money somewhere that's going to give you a fixed rate. Example, the bank, a CD, a fixed rate. So there your money is safe, but it's not going to grow a lot because it's a fixed rate. Everything is going up around us, cost of living, inflation, but your money is a fixed rate. What about variable? Oh boy, this is where they got us, right? It's going up and down like the blood pressure. One time you up, one time you down. You rich today, you broke tomorrow. Listen, we're showing people how to get rich and stay rich. We're showing people how to become a millionaire and stay a millionaire or multi-millionaire. Not you rich today and you broke tomorrow. I spoke with a client 2 weeks ago. He said, Odetta, where were you? Where were you when I had 200,000? Where were you when I was balling? That's why we do these webinars. You want to make money and you want to get money and you want to be rich, but stay rich. Not rich today and broke tomorrow, right? So with variable, you're going to grow your money when the market is up, but you're sure going to lose your money when the market is down. How are you controlling your future like that? How are you controlling your future if you do not know what the stock market is going to do next week, next month, next year, next 5 years, next 10 years? It's growing, but you could lose. Now, the third bucket, index. With index account, that's a hybrid of the fixed and variable, right? So insurance company, you can only get this with insurance company. And pump your brakes again. Don't say, oh, that I got this. I got a life insurance. No, 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 no. This is a special type of life insurance. Not every insurance company offers it. Now, with the index, you have safety on your money. When the market is up, your money goes up. But anytime the market is down, you do not lose a penny of your money. That's why it's an index account, right? Did you guys know that there are accounts that you will never, ever lose money? Did you know that? Did you guys know that there are accounts out there that you could never, ever lose money? And shout out to a couple of you that I see just joined the Zoom. I'm so happy to see my team, my guests are on. Shout out to you, Cal Spencer. Guys, I'm going to have to stop right here. Cal Spencer is the one responsible for giving me an opportunity to go into school and talk about financial literacy. So shout out to you, Cal. Thank you so much for being on. And also Miss Brenda, thank you so much for being on. I actually met her recently at a career day. So glad that you guys were able to make it. Shout out to you, Diane Smith. Oh my God, one of our clients, she just got approved for her account. I'm so proud of you, right? So these are the types of accounts that you want to make sure you're putting your money in where you're in control of your future. Right now, let's show you some proof. Because in 6 years of doing this business, I always hear people say, oh, Dada, this sounds too good to be true. How come I never heard about it? Well, the reason why we never heard about it is because they don't want us to know about it. Because when we know about it, somebody losing money. So it is not in their best interest to educate us about these types of accounts. Because when one went in, one losing. And as long as we don't know, they winning. So this is an article, and you can Google it, October 3rd, 2022, right? Time Magazine and Forbes Magazine. Can't get any more credible than that. Time Magazine and Forbes Magazine. And this article, we just took a snippet of it. It says a 401k is a tax code given by the IRS to tax you only on the harvest. First of all, stick a pin. That's a problem. You growing this money, and the government decides how much he gets to take off of it. So are you really in control of your future? No, you're not. Right? 401k model was actually implemented in the 1980s during the Reagan era. Big corporation to have a tax shelter by matching employees' 401k. So this was never really designed for us. This was designed for the big corporation to get a tax shelter, not for us. This is why we don't know this, but this is why we do these webinars to educate the public. 401k was designed for big corporations to have a tax shelter, people. So the government is going to give them a kickback and pass the buck to us. Wall Street found that it was easier to convince the middle class to put all their money in a 401k. The government will make a whole lot of money. And as I like to say, they're going to stack a whole lot of coins, right? Taxing you and I. And Wall Street will make a whole lot of coins, charging us fees to manage these 401ks. And I'm saying 401ks, but they're all the same. 401k, 403b, IRA, 457, they all are tax deferred account, right? So these plans were designed, don't get yourself twisted, don't be educated. This is why we do these webinars. This was designed to help the big guys. 401k, the government tax that lump sum on the harvest. Wall Street get to charge you and I whether we make money or lose money. So tell me, how do you feel paying fees when you lose money? Should we be paying fees when we lose money? Whether you make money or you lose money, you're still paying fees. That's Wall Street. So this was designed to benefit them, right? Here is more proof. And I have this book right here, right? I have my copy. Where is it? Where is it? I love to show it. Okay. Here's my copy. Guys, this is why we do these webinars. You may need to come back a couple of times, and I'm so glad that I'm recording this because you guys can share this, right? You can share the recording as well. Get you this book. I wish I was the author of this book because I showed this book to everybody. Yesterday, I was talking to a client at one of the career day, and she said, oh my God, I read this book. And I gifted the book to two of my other friends who just got babies. I wish I was the author. Money, wealth, life insurance, how the wealthy, not poor people, not average people, how the wealthy use life insurance as a tax-free personal bank. Guys, understand, if you're not winning the tax game, you are losing money because tax-free money means more money. Let me say that again. Tax-free money means more money. If you and I both got $1 million and your $1 million has to get taxed, you don't have $1 million. If I have $1 million and my $1 million is already taxed, I got more money more than you. I got $1 million, you got less than $1 million. Uncle Sam is going to take 40 to 50% of your $1 million. Super important to understand taxes. So when I have clients that tell me, oh, that I'm good, I got a lot of money, that don't mean anything to me. Because I know what I know, and I teach this to families every single day, right? So who are the people that have some of these accounts? Forget the people, the corporations. The corporations. Look at the corporations, how much billions of dollars they have in life insurance, not regular life insurance, right? These are cash value index universal life insurance. Bank of America, Wells Fargo. By the way, this book is about 3 years old. There's a website, and I don't have the time to go into this. This is why I always say, get in touch with the person who invited you. There's a public website that all the banks have to disclose how much they have in life insurance. These numbers went up. These numbers went up, right? It is not insignificant that banks place billions of dollars in life insurance. Why? Why? Do you think they're burying people? Think about it, people. Why they're placing billions of assets in life insurance? Do you think this is for burial? This is not for burial. So when the average person tell me, oh, that I got life insurance, I already know what they got. They got the burial type policy. They don't have IUL, Index Universal Life, cash value, right? It's a reflection of the value they place on their powerful assets. For banks, it provides the ultimate in safety because you ain't ever gonna lose money. Stability, you're controlling your future. And growth, hello. Hello. That is their tier one asset. What is your tier one asset? What is your tier one asset? I already know the answer, right? This is why we do these webinars, people, to educate the public. And it's not only banks. Look at the companies. I'm sure all of you on this Zoom, 17 of you, 20 of you have companies that you're doing business with, have products in your house. Procter & Gamble, AT&T, General Electric, Pfizer, Office Depot, Starbucks, hello, Avon Cosmetic, Verizon, that's my cell phone. CVS just picked up my prescription last week. Night Clothing, Walt Disney, you like taking your kids to Walt Disney? They all got money in this account, right? So we provide financial education. Your future is in your hand only if you have these four things. You are growing your money and your money is safe. If you're growing it and it's not safe because you could lose it next week in the stock market, your future is not in your hand. Is it tax advantage? Because tax-free money means more money. And do you have protection? Are you protecting your life? Are you protecting your health? Or are you protecting your money? If you do not have these four things, you're not in control of your future financially, right? So these are some of the things we can help with. We help families with increasing cash flow because there is a business opportunity as well, right? You can create multiple sources of income. We help with college planning, setting up your emergency fund, proper protections. Richard just opened up the call. Richard just got his license this month or last month. He's going to be able to help clients with all types of life insurance. What about long-term care and living benefit? Statistics shows we're going to get sick. 1 in 3 people are being diagnosed every 7 to 10 seconds, cancer, heart attack, stroke. What happens when we get sick and we cannot work for 6 months, 12 months, 2 years? How are the bills getting paid, right? How about building your wealth? Do you have a 401k? Do you have an annuity? And most importantly, preserving wealth. So for the rich folks who got money, they want to make sure they preserve it and create a legacy. These are all things we can help you with. We offer a personal financial needs analysis, giving you information so you could plan your future and control your future. So again, I kept saying it, we do a lot of webinars, right? We have workshop on every topic when it comes to total personal finance. We can help you with your debt. If you have debt, we could show you the income potential, protecting your family, building your wealth, asset accumulation, retirement planning. That's a big one. Not a lot of people are saving for retirement. And if they are, they're not saving enough. Nobody's talking about wealth preservation. They may have properties, but their property is not protected. They don't have a trust. They don't have a basic will. These are all things our platform can help families with. This is why I'm super passionate about sharing this information. So who we are, our company is Aegon. They're based in the Netherlands. They're about 200 years old. Transamerica is our parent company here in the US, 100 years old. And WFG is a distribution education platform that we are under, educating the community. We have choices. When I sit with a client, I have a lot of choices. But honestly, most people need 1 or 2 because we already see what their needs are. These are some of the companies we work with. Franklin Templeton Investment, Transamerica, of course, our parent company, right? Everest Funeral Concierge. I am literally seeing this as we speak, how important this is, right? One of my clients' mom passed away. There is so much that goes into the body is still at the hospital. They're giving her a runaround for an autopsy. Like there's so many things that needs to get taken care of. Everest Funeral Concierge is the only funeral concierge company in the country that pays out in 48 hours. But let's not talk about the payout. Although that is important because no other company is doing that. I'm literally seeing this as we speak firsthand this week. The mom passed away on Tuesday. Every day we've been on the phone with Everest Funeral Concierge. We have a dedicated, shout out to Brandy. We have a dedicated funeral planner that is just holding my client hand step by step, telling her all the things that needs to take place, even after she laid to rest, God rest her soul, Miss Brenda. So many things need to be done. So many things need to be done. Nobody's prepared for this. These people are the professionals. You call them at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, they're with you the whole time in the way, telling you step by step and even helping you. She does not have to go to any funeral home in Brooklyn, Queens, or New Jersey. She doesn't have to go to any cemetery. Everything is being taken care of. Everest Funeral Concierge. I've never been sold. I have this plan for myself. And many times I say, you know what, Odetta, I probably don't need it. I have money. It's not about having burial money. It's about having that person who's going to hold your family hand and guide them through every step of the way. Even after the body is laid to rest, we still got to deal with so many other things. The list is overwhelming. So many other things. None of us are prepared for this. None of us. It doesn't matter how good I am. I will never be prepared for this. Funeral concierge is a big deal. Everybody's going to die at some point, and we need to make the process easier for our loved ones, not to make sure still protect your assets. Because now this person has a lot of things that's up in the air that she has to try and pull together for her mom. You know, the house, the car, money, like there's a lot of moving parts after that she's going to have to deal with. Everest Funeral Concierge holding her hand. Everybody needs this plan, and nobody's offering it but this company through WFG. Nationwide, they're on our side. They're on our side. So many people are retiring, and in less than 10 years, they have to go back out to work because they're going to run out of money. They're going to run out of money. They got to keep working. Even if it's hybrid, 2 days, 3 days, they got to keep working. I'm not going to go into any more companies. All I'm going to say, get in touch with the person who invited you. We have powerful strategies. On top of it, I'm going to show you the business opportunity right now. Some people are going to sit and say, oh my God, that I need your help financially. I need to put things in place. But guess what? We're looking for people who are passionate about teaching this. We're looking for people who want to share this with everybody in their community. People on your block, people at your job, people at your church. Veronica, one of my agents who's in Florida, she's on vacation. The guy in the restaurant was serving her. She talked to him, called me on the phone right away, got an appointment set up for him Monday. People are looking for opportunities to make more money. And guess what? We're helping people. When you start with us, everybody starts as a training associate. You help a family protect their money, save money. If they're saving $250, that's $3,000 a year. As a training associate, you make $900. As an associate, you make $1,350. As a marketing director and a senior marketing director, you see the screen. Helping people to save money, not spend, save money, protect their future, build a legacy, protect their assets, make sure their kids are good, make sure they're good. As a senior marketing director, you can make anywhere between $82,000 to $1 million. Can you imagine making $1 million at a job? Who's going to make $1 million at their job? I told my dean, you know, as much as she's great and she has all these degrees, she'll never make $1 million. And she's working very hard. She's working very hard, right? So you won't be free until you're financially free. But guess what? It's also about the lifestyle. It's also about the lifestyle that you get to experience here. I've gone on every company convention, every company convention since I started this business. Because for me, you know what? I'm not spending money. I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in my next level. Association is key. Put me in a room with millionaires and billionaires. All day, every day, I'm there. All day, every day, I'm there. So as you guys can see, E.T., the preacher, nothing but the beast mode activated, spoke at our convention. Magic Johnson spoke at our convention. The father and founder of leadership, Ed Maxwell, spoke at our convention. And of course, your girl is right up there too. Your girl is right up there too. Guess what? Helping a lot of people pays. On my dying bed, somebody will tell me, Odetta, thank you for sitting with my mom. Thank you for sitting with my dad. Because of you, I had no student loan. Because of you, I was able to buy a house. Because of the strategy you put in place with my parents, millionaire babies. If you follow me on Instagram, or if you don't, go to my Instagram page, OdettaKing.millionairemaker. I'm on a move to create millionaires. Every kid that I see is a millionaire because the next generation will be better. As long as I sit with a family, I'm going to put a strategy in place to set their kids up. And I'm also going to put a strategy in place to help them. So with that being said, please make sure you get in touch with the person who invited you. I know we recorded this. You guys will get a copy of it. If you want to watch it, if you want to share it with a friend, please, I encourage you to share it with a friend, right? And if I invited you, you already know you got my number. Make sure you call me right after I hang up. So I'm going to pass it back to Richard to close out us. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Odetta. What a very highly informative webinar that has been. I hope and pray that everyone listening, especially, well, not especially the ones I invited, but everyone, even the ones I didn't invite, I hope that you just took heed to what Odetta was saying. The information is out here now. The secret is out. You know, at one point in time, this information was only privileged to a select few, the wealthiest 1%, the upper middle class well-to-doers. You know, they were the ones who took advantage of this information, and you know, they grew wealthy. You know, they left their kids, you know, a sizable financial fortune, I should say, for lack of a better word, giving them a leg up. You know, it really pays to, you know, have somewhat of a head start. You know, when you're in your young adult years, you know, it certainly makes life easier. You know, the information as it surrounds the index universal life policies. You know, I shared a post on Facebook, and basically just talking about the power of compound interest and how, you know, me getting my IUL just recently, you know, that was really the most important decision I ever made. My only regret is not having had this information earlier in life. You know, and, you know, for those of you who have kids, you know, this is somewhat of a no-brainer. You know, these types of policies, in my opinion, you know, can sell themselves. You know, it's a no-brainer because, you know, you really want to set your kids up financially. You know, the Bible talks about even leaving a legacy. You know, even, you know, to the second and third and fourth generation. You know, thankfully, you know, the power of compound interest offer in this IUL and the Index Universal Life Policy, it affords you that opportunity. You know, being your own bank, you know, generating retirement income, you know, being able to take advantage of tax-free dollars, tax advantage dollars, you know, living benefits, you name it. You know, it's something that everyone should have, and I'm going to do my part. You know, now that I am a licensed agent with the firm, you know, I'm going to make it my business. I'm going to make it my business to educate as many people as I can. You guys all heard Odetta. She's my teacher. She's my senior marketing director. She's, you know, she's pouring into me knowledge that she's been privileged to attain over the last 6 years. So I'm really blessed to be a part of this firm. And like I said, now I'm going to be posting more information. I'm going to be directly reaching out to individuals, my friends, my families. There's so much to benefit from. There's so much to learn and benefit from. You know, that's the operative phrase, to benefit from. So again, I want to thank you guys for coming out. Stay tuned. There's more to come. So with that being said, I wish everyone a blessed rest of your day. stay dry, stay healthy, and I'll be talking to you soon. Thanks again.